I have some bad news about XRP. And quite frankly, this news surprises me. I didn't think this would happen. Do I think this is going to tank the price? No, even though part of me wants it to because I want to buy more. Matter of fact, do me a favor and type one if you'd like to buy more XRP at a lower price. Um, but I've got bad news about the SEC and something they're doing. And then I said, I can't just go on with bad news. I'm going to have good news too because part of the XRP army. Is that backwards or is that right? I don't know what you guys are looking at right now. It's for my tricycle. Um, and right now, XRP is at a great price. Right now, it's got a lot of strength, and that's one of the stories I want to bring you. So you guys do me a favor. If you own XRP, do me a favor, hashtag it down below. Let's fire up the algorithm. I'd really appreciate it. And then I got to decide, what do we do? Do we from here? And I'll tell you what I'm doing. So one question I want to ask you guys. Do you want the good news first or the bad? Just type good or bad down below. And then we'll go with that. So I wanted to bring you one of each. And again, the bad news I'm a little surprised with, okay? All right, so it sounds like you guys are wanting the bad news first. Ooh, one person said good. All right. The story's out of cryptopolitan.com. It says the U.S. SEC will proceed with the appeal of the Ripple lawsuit. Now, I'm actually really surprised about this because Gary Gensler is leaving. And what's happening with this appeal essentially is the judgment has been made. And a judge said, you know what, Ripple, you need to pay the SEC X amount. And the SEC was asking for, in my opinion, type yes or no if you agree or disagree, an exorbitant amount of money, right? And it's just a stupid amount of money because I believe they're all criminals. Honestly, I believe it's a criminal enterprise in the government. And so they wanted a ton more. And so they wanted to appeal this and say, no, we don't agree with what the judge says. The entire time, the SEC has had a horrible track record during this time of proving that Ripple did anything wrong, really. And even the judge, I believe it was Judge Torres, noted that before during this thing. So it says here, the SEC will proceed with its opening brief. Let me stop. I didn't think this was going to happen after Gary Gensler announced he's leaving after Trump won and this pro-crypto White House is coming in. And I didn't think the SEC would want to embarrass themselves because I honestly think a lot of them are going to end up being fired after this, especially with news like where you see Brad Garlinghouse and executives from Ripple meeting and having dinner with Trump multiple times now. You'd think that the SEC wouldn't want to fight for more money. They just go, you know what, we got beat. We'll take the money that the judge said. I'm shocked that they're going forward with this. Now, as of right now, it's not having any effect on the price. And when I share this other story, you're going to be pretty excited about this. But it says that they're proceeding with their opening brief for the appeal of the court ruling in the case against Ripple Labs over the classification of XRP. It says here, the SEC filing opening brief does not prevent a settlement. Meanwhile, the SEC's decision to proceed with the filing has drawn multiple criticisms from the crypto community. Many questioned why the regulator would continue with the appeal when it is likely that the next leadership might not proceed with the case. Guys, if you agree with this and you think the SEC is completely out of its mind for doing this, and they've caused so much losses for XRP investors over the last handful of years, quite frankly, I believe that XRP really missed the last bull run because of this. Do me a favor and just type the SEC sucks right down below. I hopefully some of them are going to watch this and go, yeah, we're just pissing more and more people off. And I hope that the people that are pushing this actually lose their jobs. This is insane, right? You'll notice the super chat that just ran by that Ripple should be awarded a settlement, right? I completely agree. And you think about something, you know, I've told you this before. The reason why I invested in XRP, I invest in decentralized stuff like Bitcoin and things like that as well. But the reason why is because here you've got a blockchain that's going to change banking, and it's a company that I knew that central banks and governments and regular banks, they wouldn't want to do business with a decentralized cryptocurrency to do trade settlement. They want a company they can threaten, sue, all that stuff, right? And here, Ripple Labs fought the SEC. The SEC has been a bully for so many projects. It's just been incredible, and how they've just ran through great cryptocurrency projects. One of them being Veritasium, Reggie Middleton's project, and it's horrible to watch this. And here, Ripple stood up to him and said, "No, you know what? Screw it. We're going to go after you. We got money. We're a company. We're organized. We're gonna fight you." And they won. A lot of people can't stand Ripple or XRP. All right, they're like, "Oh, we're Bitcoiners." You know what? You need to stand up and go, "You know what? My hat's off. Our hats are off to Ripple Labs for fighting these tyrants, and they won. And these tyrants won't let go. They won't even accept the millions of dollars that were awarded to them by the judge. They said, no, we want billions." Like, this is insane what's going on. I hope that you can have a deep appreciation for what Ripple Labs did by taking on, there's something else too. I want you to think about this. Put yourself in Brad Garlinghouse's shoes for a second. Here's a guy that's like, "Hey, I'm putting everything on the line for this company." Every day, the CEO of a company, the COO or the CFO of a company, but really the CEO being the face of a company, every day, depending on the decisions she makes, determines if they're going to have a job for the longer term, or if they quit or get fired from that job, if they're going to be able to assume the position of CEO or chairman of a board of another company. So by going out on the limb and saying, "I'm going to fight the US government," if he would have lost, the likelihood of him being able to get hired at another company would be very slim to none, because he'd have a jacket, a history. And I gotta say, like, the cajones it takes to do this is big. So regardless how you feel about XRP or Ripple, you need to at least say, "Hey, those guys crushed it for the greater crypto community." And then just recently made this massive donation to a legal fund, a nonprofit, to help fight the SEC, so that other companies that are having problems that don't have the money have legal access to go fight the SEC. Like, this is an incredible revolution. If you are grateful and you understand how big of a deal it is, just well, keep it clean. Just type 10 down below and just say, "You know what? He's a 10 in my book." So it says here, the filing means that the SEC lawsuit, which started in late 2020, will continue into this 5th year. Although the district court judge, Torres, has also ruled on the case and even ordered Ripple to pay $125 million, a civil penalty, for its institutional sale of XRP. The SEC's decision to appeal means the case remains unsolved. And the reason why they're appealing is because they want more money. They asked for, I don't remember if the story says it, they want like $1.5 billion. And here's the deal. I do not think this is going to take the company down by any means. Do I believe it's going to delay a price spike? Yes. So if you've been sitting on the side and you've been watching all these stories and watching XRP explode in price, and right now it's sort of sitting around the 250, 270 range, and you want to learn how to buy some, links are down below to the Bitcoin XRP 101 Accelerator course. I guarantee you, if you're afraid to buy it, that course will set you on such a straight and narrow path, you'll feel confident in buying it. And then there's all these other links down there to help you on this journey, okay? I wish I had courses like this when I was starting out. It's a time hack and, no joke, like a money hack, because you won't lose money because you'll learn how to do this right. Now, the story goes on to talk about how XRP is up, right? 10% in the last 24 hours. It says, despite the SEC proceeding with a lawsuit against Ripple, XRP token soared almost 10% today to hit $2.68. And that's where it's sitting right as of the recording of this. If you guys are happy, say heck yeah. It says, the positive performance resulted in a general turnaround in the market that saw BTC gain 5% and returned to $96,000. Now, I still have some cash sitting off on the side because there's some projects like XLM that I would like to increase. I had a limit order at 40 cents. It filled. I'd still like to buy at 40 cents or lower for XLM. My XRP position, I'm not adding to it at these prices because I'm used to buying it between 2 cents and 48 cents. All right. I actually think my highest purchase was 60 cents, 61 cents. So I'm good here. Okay. I've got enough XRP. I'm looking to add into a couple other positions. Now let's dive into this next story. And so you guys ready for the good news? Like type yes if you're ready for the good news. So that's the bad news, right? The SEC is a bunch of dirtbags and this is going to extend, right? Yet there's still a lot of buying power. Now, there's something else I want to say about this bad news. I do not believe that you're going to see a ETF, XRP ETF, while this case is open. I do not think so. But this is what I want to say. If the SEC was to turn down this ETF, it would be in your face. Oh my gosh, Ripple could legally go after the SEC like crazy because they've already won the lawsuit. Okay, I just don't think that I don't think you're going to see the ETFs be approved and or authorized as this case is open. And I think that's another reason why the SEC is keeping this extended. Okay, that's just my opinion. I do believe still that we are going to see the ETFs come out in this spring or early summer. I do believe you're going to see this wrapped up soon because of the new incoming White House staff. All right, now here's the positive. This is a story out of Quartz, but it talks about JP Morgan, and JP Morgan just came out with some information about XRP and Solana. It's entitled XRP and Solana ETFs could draw $14 billion in capital. All right, $14 billion in capital. With crypto-friendly Donald Trump ready to become the new U.S. president, investors are hoping for a supportive regulation, right? It says banking giant JP Morgan has forecasted the next wave of cryptocurrency ETFs focusing on Solana and XRP could experience substantial growth if the SEC gives them the green light. Like I said before, I believe they're going to. If they don't, they're going to be destroyed in court by Ripple. Ripple will, Brad. Okay, hold on. This is a little special announcement. Guys, clip this out if you want and put it on X. Hello, Brad Garlinghouse. This is a special message from the Economic Ninja to you. The Economic Ninja believes and wholeheartedly would agree with your decision to completely and utterly destroy the SEC after already losing this court battle if they decided to not approve the ETF. So you've got the Economic Ninja's wholehearted support, just all of it supported. Go crush them in court, make lots of money back, and then, hey, you know what? The money you make back, it'd be really cool. Just cancel that much XRP and destroy it forever. That'd be really cool. Don't tell anyone else my idea. All right, unclip that. We're done now. All right, if you guys think that's an awesome idea, type 11. All right, here we go. The bank has projected that these ETFs, JP Morgan, could draw as much as $14 billion in investments within the first year. Specifically, Solana ETFs are estimated to track between $3 billion and $6 billion, while stand by. Okay, they said Solana, $3 to $6 billion, while XRP ETFs could amass between $4 billion and $8 billion. So more than Solana, right? You know what? Let's take a little bit of a poll here. I'm going to be honest. I want you to just throw out your number. In 2025, once the XRP ETFs are out there, how many billions of dollars do you believe will go into XRP ETFs? Just give me a number. Is it 4 billion? Is it 8 billion? Is it 20 billion? I'm curious what you think. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know. Let's do this live really quick. Let's go to the Google. How much did Bitcoin? I'm very slow, okay? ETFs. BT. All right, here we go. All right. Since January 11th of 2024, spot Bitcoin ETFs have seen net inflows of roughly $36.2 billion, according to data from Farsight Investors. All right. So Bitcoin ETFs brought in $36 billion, and there's multiple ETFs. Once the first one started, it started cascading, right? Same thing's going to happen with the XRP, but this is where I think you've got something very different. First off, market cap of XRP is smaller, and it has a greater use case for daily movement around the world. All right. I'm sorry if you disagree with that. You just don't live in reality. There's more use case for XRP than Bitcoin. I know it's going to piss off a bunch of maxis, but it's true because it's going to move all around the world money and all that stuff at the banks. Banks know this. I believe that you're going to see retirement funds, hedge funds, banks, governments push into those ETFs like you wouldn't believe. And I'm going to go out on a limb. For the 12 months, the first 12 months of Bitcoin ETF inflows of 36 million, I believe that XRP will exceed that by almost double in the same 24-month period. All right, that's my guess. So going back to this story and why you should be bullish on, why I think people should be bullish on XRP. It says here, with the inauguration of crypto-friendly President Donald Trump set for next week, investors are eagerly awaiting approval for the XRP and Solana ETFs. Hey, do me a favor. If you guys are pumped to watch the inauguration, can you do me a favor? Just type Trump right below. If you're still really upset and you're in a circle, a chalk circle, and sucking your thumb because you're sad that K-pop didn't get it, do me a favor and just say I'm sad in the comments. So, and we'll just see who wins, okay? Because it's a contest. So it goes into more and more of all this stuff, the ETFs. But what you have to realize is that you got JP Morgan coming out and saying, look, this is going to be a big deal, right? Especially as everybody's typing Trump. It says here, analysts are now providing data to suggest that investing in Bitcoin, oh, sorry. No, I read the wrong part. I was going to talk about the ETFs. Oh yeah, it says here, crypto ETFs have experienced significant success, right? Because they just started just recently, within the last year. Bitcoin ETFs recently celebrated their first anniversary on January 10th, right? In a short period, they amassed over 110 billion in assets. Remember, everybody that's pushing money in these Bitcoin ETFs, Bitcoin's being purchased and taking off the market forever. It's the same thing that's going to happen with XRP. Okay, this is why I've been telling people this is a pretty incredible opportunity here. It says they amassed over 110 billion in assets, accounting for 6% of Bitcoin's total market cap of 1.8 trillion. That's massive. Remember, the government has a plan to buy up 5% of all the Bitcoins on Earth. This is not a joke. Excuse me. It's not a joke. And I believe they're also going to be buying XRP. That's a wild guess. If you agree or disagree, can you do me a favor? Type agree or disagree. If you believe that the U.S. government is not only going to buy Bitcoin, but they're going to go, you know what? Ripple is an American company. XRP is super fast. We get what it's doing. We're already losing control of the money system through SWIFT. We're going to buy up some XRP so that we have enough stockpiled to be able to move money too at a good price. If I'm right, and look at how many people right now are saying they agree with this plan. If the US government announces they're going to start buying XRP, what do you think is going to happen to the price? I really do believe that this is one of the greatest investments in modern history in this cycle. I do believe that XRP over the long haul, the next 10 and 20 years, are going to be worth so much money, it'll make your head spin. And if you don't jump into it now, you'll look back and go, yeah, I remember the ninja talking about this. I also believe that there is a time for us to transition from Bitcoin during this cycle high into silver. And I think that's going to absolutely create fireworks in that industry, in that market. I think that Americans need to own as much crypto and as much gold and silver as possible. All right. If you like that idea, just do me a favor, just type 100. If you agree with that. I think that the people of America, and actually, quite frankly, all over the world, you need to realize how important it is to hold wealth yourself and not your government. Again, that course, the Bitcoin and XRP 101 Accelerator, anyone on earth can benefit from that course. Okay, anyone. So if you're in another country and you buy it, it's like 99 bucks right now. There's a sale link down below. You're going to learn everything about crypto, how to open up an exchange, how to start a wallet, the difference between a cold, hot, and warm wallet. You're going to learn all of these fundamentals. I'm not joking. You'll learn how to buy a Trezor and transfer all your stuff over to a Trezor, step by step. Anyone on earth can buy this. This course works for anyone. I highly suggest you learn about crypto as soon as possible because this window's closing and this Bitcoin cycle is going to be a massive one, but it is going to come to an end. And to take those gains and push them into another asset class, I'm not joking. I think by the time that Bitcoin tops in this next cycle, you're going to see an absolute utter bond market collapse where yields in America and all over the world are in the double digit range. Imagine a world where a 10-year bond or bund or whatever around the world is at 10% or 11%. Do you know what would happen to real estate? Do you know what happened to the car market? All of these things. Think about that. And right then, as everything's collapsing, you're converting your cryptos on the high side because what will happen is it will hit a peak because people will stop having as much money, right? Because they're getting crushed by all of these other things like real estate collapse, bond market collapse, things like that. You'll sell and you'll purchase the next asset class that will explode in price after a stock market crash, and that is silver. You will ride that one up, and then you'll sell your silver and go into the next thing. You know, this is a big deal, and I want people to understand this. Gilligan just gave me a super chat. Thank you, Gilligan. And this is what he said. You say you don't need super chats, which is true. I don't. Please don't send them to me. I only have it enabled because YouTube said they won't share my videos. But the super chats, sometimes we have a question and just want to stand out and let it be seen. Thank you for sharing your knowledge and excitement. Thank you, Ninja. Thank you, Gilligan, for the super chat. I really appreciate it. And again, I want to remind you, for those of you that have XRP, I've had people actually ask me recently, should I mortgage my house or should I max out a credit card? I'm not joking. People are getting to that point. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. That's a spirit of greed. And what happens is when you have that feeling of FOMO, you lose because you lose your, and I'm not joking. I know this from experience. I learned it the hard way. You will lose your balance, your consciousness, you will lose it and you will not know when to sell. Okay? It's happened recently with some very good friends of mine, business partners, colleagues. And I don't want you to have that happen to you. Okay? The greed sets in, you're going to lose everything. All right? So do not mortgage your house to buy XRP. Do not take out credit cards and put it on credit cards. The amount that you have right now is very precious to invest. Treat it as such. All right? I've had people tell me, it doesn't matter, I could just claim bankruptcy. And I said, you know, I know a lot of people that had that thought in 2004 when they were buying real estate, and then they claimed bankruptcy, and then they were left out during the greatest moment ever, and that was when real estate prices bottomed in 2010, 2011, and they couldn't go get homes at rock bottom prices. I don't want that for you, okay? This channel is about crushing it, warning people about really hard times, being prepared for it, and then taking decisive action. And a lot of people, do me a favor and type 12 if you ever since you've been watching this channel have been preparing and taking decisive action steps to get ready for this and you're already seeing wins. Type 12 if you're right there like, hey, I bought some silver, I bought some gold, I got out of debt like the Ninja said, I bought some XRP, and you're watching all those things go up and you're seeing all the benefits of being out of debt. That's where I want you. See, I remember I started this channel saying I'm going to make 1 million people a millionaire. All right? I'm not joking. The reason why I want that is because I want less government. And the wealthier people that we have, the less we need of the government. And we can help other people. Silver Crypt says, I've held for 6 years and I can hold longer. This is the best gem out there. XRP Army all the way. Guys, do me a favor. Hashtag XRP right now if you're part of the XRP Army and you know how serious this stuff is. Oh, here, real quick. None Your Business is saying this is clickbait. Hey, None Your Business, I already gave the bad news. Let's do this. Let's just kick him out of the channel. Everyone say goodbye to Nunya, because I just gave bad news. The SEC is continuing with the case, and it's going to hold the thing back. So that's not clickbait. So anyway, everybody that's into XRP, just hashtag it. Thank you so much. Anyone around the world, if you're scared of learning about crypto or trying this on your own, we built the course. I'm not joking. It's getting rave reviews. If you want to learn how to trade it, we built a course with 3 instructors, how to do crypto trades safely, really the 80% averages. If if the price does this 80% of the time, it's going to do this. If the price does this 80% of the time, it's going to do that. Someone just asked about IQD. This is a great example of an investment. They're talking about the Iraqi dinar. Do me a favor, hashtag the dinar if you guys own the dinar or IQD. This is a great example of people that went all in, you know, in the early 2000s and the 2000 teens. And I bought some, but I'm not, I have my money in 8 separate baskets that are not correlated with each other. I've got stocks, I've got crypto, I've got gold and silver, I've got dinar, I've got cash. That is a basket, cash. Like right now, I'm waiting. If there's a dip, if we hit the 200-day moving average on Bitcoin, which should be in the low 70,000 range, do you know what that's going to do to the price of XRP? So I'm not diving in. I've got my cash pile. If it dips down and it holds, and now that that is that's not resistance, but it's support, I'm gonna go all in. And I'm gonna buy more XLM, right? Because XLM, if XRP drops, XLM is gonna drop even more on a percentage basis. See, once you see all these things ahead of time, you know which way to go. And so many people lose so much money because they're just FOMOing in or rushing out. They're scared. I don't want that for you. All right. We're going to end this here. I thank you so much for watching. The links to the sales courses, I'm going to be honest with you, I can't get over the response from the Bitcoin Accelerator course and the Crypto Trader Pro course. So if you don't have a Trezor, go get one. I've got a verified link. It's an affiliate link. I think I make $10 on those things. But you don't pay it. It's the same price as if you went to the website. But the cool thing is that link's going to take you to the actual website and not a scam site. Okay. And again, don't believe anybody down below that's talking about crypto projects. Those are bots. They're paid, and they're setting up all these scam crypto projects, and they're just going to lie to you. You're going to buy them, and then they're going to disappear. Okay. That's how the crypto industry works. So, which I believe is covered in the course. All right. In much more detail. Have a great day. Economic Ninja is out. See you guys.